Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very sudden and impromptu game. The first game of the League of Dracula 2024. I am Aruki Manya. You probably know that because you're on the channel. I am joined for expert commentary by Rossco.
Well, hello, yes. Expert commentary threw me there. I thought you had somebody else starting with you. Yeah, this will be what a privilege it is and an honour for us. One, to be chatting with yourself again, my friend. I always like commentating with you. But to be the first commentators of the first game of the new tournament, I don't know what I've done to be this lucky.
Yeah, neither do I. It all it's all come crushing in on me at an unexpected pace. But so today, as you might be able to see from the lobby, Strider will be playing as Hunters, Skybreaker will be playing as the Dracula player, and we'll see what sort of setup ends up happening. Oh, it looks like Jordy's here, also known as Geo in the game itself. Hello and welcome. And yeah, let's see what else. What am I forgetting? Oh, of course, Strider was recently in the New Blood tournament, of which he is the returning champion. So he's got a lot to play for in this one. Sort of see if he can maintain that title. See what the New Blood champion can do now that it's the full League of Dracula. And Skybreaker, I'm not as familiar with, but Rossco, I think you were saying that he was in the not the previous tag tournament, but the one before that.
Yeah, there's a tournament I played in when he was involved, because he was playing on alongside the sort of the European timeline there. So I played a few games against him. Competent player. Yeah, for any of you, I don't think there is anybody in the community that Strider's not told that he's won the New Blood Championship. He's dined out on that for about 3-4 months now and made up many homemade trophies. So yeah, we'll see now whether he tends to go by feel, which means that he's too lazy to read up on what the cards actually do. So we shall see if his sense of touch is still there, or if he's a blind man in the dark.
We'll find out. It sounded like I lost your audio for a little bit there. It's weird because you were in the middle of saying something and then it stopped, and then it continued after a little bit. So hopefully we're good again, but we'll see. I have a very hard time managing tech issues on stream. Go back to the very first one of these if you need evidence of that. Oh, hi Snuffleupagus, one of the tournament organizers here in the chat. Welcome.
Snuff, and my ex-tag team partner. Hello, my friend. How are you? Hope you're well. And also, hola to Gio. ¿Cómo está?
Okay.
So, waiting for Dracula to slide the trail. Here we go.
Indeed. If people have not been following my channel, my coverage of the Fury of Dracula games has been fairly sporadic. But if anyone's curious, this is the new Immortal update. So we're playing with the house rule that the trail slides first before Dracula moves. It's made a very interesting change to the game. And we're going to see how Dracula takes advantage of that in this one. And I feel free to log any guesses or predictions, where you think Dracula's started, what you think might be happening in terms of funny things that we're going to see in the game. Any predictions you have, lock them in now.
That's a good point, yeah. I can't remember if Skybreaker last played before the update. I'm not sure if somebody can mention, but I'm not sure if that tournament came pre-Immortal update about the slide trail. So he seems to have done it, but we'll see now if he remembers to do the misdirect if he wants to. But yeah, that could be that may have happened since he was last involved in a tournament. So we'll see if that has an effect. Hired Scouts, here we go. Oh, okay.
Not Galway or Dublin. So it's not an Ireland start.
Now you see with that, you only have to check one or the other because he could only be in one or the other, because there's only 2 cards on it. So I would have used one to check Ireland and the second one to be in, a different city.
Ah, yes. Because normally there's a misdirect there, but with the no misdirect, it could only be those 2 locations if he was on Ireland. That's a good point.
Yeah, so hired scouts, especially if if you don't get the papers and things, you've got to use them as high scouts is always difficult this part of the game though. But yeah, you only have to do the one check for that, and then you would have had the second one to check elsewhere. But not a worry. He's done the setup. I can't remember copyrights and IP. So who's set up? Is this called Pizza Wizard's setup, having Steward in Bordeaux?
Yes, this is the Pizza Wizard start.
Okay.
Strider's been adapting it to his own uses lately. He's been playing with it a lot.
Okay.
Had a lot of luck with it. I'm going to guess, just for the sake of guessing, I'm going to guess an Iberia start, because that's one of the potential downsides of the Pizza Wizard start. Oh, and welcome, Captain Gyro.
Yeah, there is that. It depends on a game or your game, but you're right. Iberia being so open, I think also as well as Hunters, you kind of bait Dracula to want to start there. So a hired scouts would be, if you get another one, you'd be wanting to check maybe a couple of locations there because it is so open. Steward is still only effectively 2 cities away from his original starting point anyway. And it's almost that kind of, for those who don't know, it wasn't streamed, but we had a mess around game, Arook and I against Strider, and we decided not to put Van Helsing in the UK, and it was an absolute shit show. So, yeah, we're not going to bother with that change in strategy. But I always just get that feeling that if you're in Spain, Iberia is one of those where Steward can block off your exit, and you don't really want to go to sea that early. So I can see why Bordeaux is a good start. It's that equidistance between wherever you want to go. And then the longer you stay in Spain, it allows Mina and Godalming to start moving in as well. So your exit pretty much is forced by ocean or getting out via wolf before too many hunters get there. If you're lucky and you're not found, then it's great, because yeah, you can lay down 4 or 5 cities, which is some hell of a trail to clear. But yeah, I do like that whole sort of, there's Spain, start there, and then you start in Baltica or somewhere else regarding that. So yeah, it's a good move. I notice Hark has been played as ally as well, so
yeah. Oh, I didn't catch that. Strider is terrified of not knowing locations. If he doesn't draw newspaper reports on day 3, he starts getting anxious. You can just watch his games and you'll know. So no wonder Jonathan Harker is an ally. Oh, and yeah, Snuffleupagus is pointing out that the fact that Drax sees his starting hand before selecting his starting location is huge. And I think that ties in with the Iberia discussion in the sense that if you look at it and you see, ooh, I've got a lot of stuff that I could maybe throw down into lairs, that sort of circle around Iberia can look pretty tempting. So I feel like, yeah, if you look and you've got a hand of garbage, maybe you're more inclined to start in the east.
Yeah. Throw that down. I've also noticed hypnosis on Mina, so that's a handy one should papers not arrive.
Oh, I'm so glad someone else is here. I'm so distracted. I have noticed none of these details.
So that, and she's with Godalming, which is obviously why you want to pair Mina up with somebody else to use not just Psychic Bond, but Hypnosis. So I don't think it's necessary this time because you have got Harker that'll pick it up if he doesn't find it.
Yep, that's true. Rumor token this time.
If Drax not been found by Thursday, or rather the 5th day, he may be encouraged to try and use Hypnosis to find him during the day, and then the following you can move off.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
a
such
good
a good
point.
card to have.
I know Scott Sword isn't a fan of early Hypnosis. What do people in the chat think? Is it worth
It's
it?
like, what do you do? Yeah.
Yeah, to narrow down his location this early if you're seriously anxious about a mature, especially with that rumor token sitting there.
The issue with that is, if you play it late game, ideally you want to play it after. Well, one, you don't want Dracula to know you've got it, but that's now out of the bag, so that's all academic. You want to play it after he's wolf formed somewhere, and then do the hypnosis to see where he is. If you try and hypnosis early game and Dracula still hasn't wolf formed, then if, for example, he's found in Italy, he could very quickly in 2 days be in a 2 or 3 different regions. And hypnosis is such an important card. Plus, Mina gets delayed. It's like, okay, well, you found out where he was, again, you want to find out where he's going to. So I always like using it. If Drac lands from sea, it's a great one to have, especially if you've already used up Hired and newspaper. Then, and it's late game, it's a great way to find out where he's landed. So it depends. Yeah, as you say, if Strider has anxiety about where Dracula is and doesn't find him, he may push the button on it quickly.
He might. I've tended to see him sort of hold hypnosis till later in the game, but you never know. Especially with I don't know how familiar people are, but Strider was open about the fact that he was missing some sleep earlier in the chat while all this was getting set up. So hopefully he's feeling sharp at this point.
Oh God. So this is looking good for Skybreaker. He's got his rumor token down. He hasn't been found yet. I've not seen a card prompt come up which could allude to the fact there's a paper anywhere. There wasn't any.
Yeah, at least not one that stayed up for too long. That's one of the things that they've also changed in the Immortal update, is they've added little ways that you used to be able to rely on the interface to tell you when the hunters were holding a bunch of powerful events for various occasions, and now there are just auto prompts that show up. And so as long as you're quick about hitting the prompts, it looks like you might not have something.
Yeah. Which I think is the right move to make. I mean, you don't want it to be there so that the hunters can just check it and that's it. You know, it should be more about, did you see that? If you didn't, well, that's on you, you know?
Yeah.
The prompt is there. If you've missed it, then that's, you know, Dracula's not going to divulge everything to the hunters. Why should he? So I like that. Yeah, pops up. Okay.
Ooh, local rumors on Van Helsing. So unlikely that it's a Britannica start at all.
Yeah. And again, the counter argument to Sister Aggie, right? Okay, so I'd be tempted to search with Sister Aggie at this stage.
Yep, so was he apparently, and there he is checking Iberia. Yeah. That's one strike against my guess.
Yeah. It's interesting, yeah. I mean, when you are doing an Iberia start with Bordeaux, where Stewart is, again, you're tempted to sort of, you know, the coast is what you want to do because you want to hug it in case of the old CG factor. However, if you can stay and, you know, stay central away from that. So, I mean, you know, there's not been any evil presence which Seward would then rule out 47. So there's been nothing like that. So you're tempted to stay away from him and away from the coast. Now, this will be interesting. Local rumours.
Oh,
okay, so 47's ruled out. Cadiz ruled out.
Yep, looks like Strider discarded an escape route, which is interesting. He likes combat more than I do.
Yeah. This is looking good. If Dracula did do another good thing you've got is you could start on the west. If you are doing Iberia, start on the east coast, move to the west. You could be in Lisbon with a hide, which will delay that, you know, any attack on the rumor token.
Mm-hmm.
Seward's got to try and get there. If you haven't got fast horses, he's got to get a 3 ticket to get there. And then that allows Dracula to then, you know, if he's sitting in 48 now, which wouldn't have shown up on the local rumours because it's not next to a road, then he could get out of Spain without Seward knowing about it. So this is looking good for Dracula so far.
Yep, although, of course, we have Jonathan Harker waiting in the wings.
I always feel with Harker, the only downside with that is if, and again, this would make Hunters even more OP, but if Harker was picking up on the 5th location, you'd be because really he's only picking up on the day of where they are, and then if you haven't got the travel, it's like, well, we're just telling you. So what you want to use that is not about where he started. The Hunters should be using that information to decide, right, okay, if he started there, he should be round about here, and try and move the Hunters to block him or get ahead of him.
True.
Because you don't want to chase. I mean, if he started in Athens for kicking about Baltica, there hasn't been a psychic bond at all from Mina and Godalming, so they've not checked Austro-Hungary at all. He could have dipped in and dipped back out again, or maybe they're hoping by having both there, that's enough to put him off. But I always like throwing in a psychic bond now and then, just so Dracula knows that Mina's remembered to do it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Also, I think I might have lost some of your audio again, so apologies for everyone watching the stream. It sounds like Rossco might be coming in and out. I have no idea how to fix it, so I'm just going to focus on the stream, keeping it going.
Do you want me to hang up and come on again in case it's a connection here?
Let's just keep going for it. If it happens again, we'll have you try to exit and rejoin.
That's okay, yeah. If the crowd want more, then we'll do that. If they're quite happy to hear me intermittently, which let's face it, they should be. I don't. Then we'll find. You might get salient points that I get because 80% of what I say is nonsense anyway. So.
Well, it's better than 100% of what I say.
So, still no hypnosis by Strider. He's waiting on the reveal from Harker.
Mm-hmm. Snuff saying Rossco sounds okay.
All right, good.
Thanks for the feedback. Here he is, Jonathan Harker. Oh, Bucharest! I'm totally wrong. Ooh. I don't know if people heard that, but there was a giant crack of thunder over here. So, if the stream suddenly goes down, you'll know what happened.
That's excellent. Just as Dracula's revealed, the lightning and thunder starts. I mean, that's fantastic. That's what you call immersive gameplay.
Absolutely perfect. Yeah, I've worked really hard on coordinating the weather, and it's come to fruition. The hunt is on. Yes, Snuff.
Right. Well, that's a good Bucharest. Yeah. So they're not going to get to him unless they've got chartered carriage. So Bucharest could mature.
Yeah, he might just have to let those points go and try and refocus on his current location. Ooh, chartered carriage.
Oh no, chartered carriage.
He's going for it.
I mean, the thing is, he has burned 2 stakes. So
yeah, Strider doesn't value stakes very highly. Like I said, he likes combat a lot more than I do.
Yeah.
To be fair, that's not hard. I don't like combat very much at all.
I do like. I like combat because, yeah, everyone knows. Whenever I played, my affiliation with the Hunters is bad to say the least. So I like at least combat. I've got some sort of chance of doing something. But
yeah, that's fair.
So he's moving over now. Bucharest again. They never did a psychic bond. There's only been local rumours on Van Helsing and Seward, not an evil presence.
Mm-hmm.
He could be past. He could have gone past Mina and Godalming. It's risky, but he could have gone past Mina and Godalming with a view that he's holding on to the wolf form. But the chances are he's probably done the Bucharest, Constanta, Varna, and now he's down the coast. Or he's sitting up in 59, 49, ready to wolf form. Oh, there's a stake. Okay.
Ooh, an aristocratic.
Okay.
Bit of a win for Skybreaker, but not bad for Strider either. Stop that rumor mature.
Yeah. There's still a full trail. There's always that balance. Now, this is when you hope you've laid stuff. It's always that danger. You kind of think, right, let's assume if my vampire is revealed, let's make the trail after it difficult for the hunters. Mm-hmm. So he's burnt a stake and you put a new vampire down just to cause some damage? Or do you hope that you get rid of any flash afterwards and hope that the mature does kick in?
Oh, there it is. There's the move to Constanta.
Yeah. I would imagine there's a hide in here somewhere as well. Maybe in Varna.
Quite possibly.
So he's probably sitting down in 55, maybe already down in Athens, maybe with a hide.
Yep, possibly. It's always Athens.
Yes. Yeah, he's topping it all out. So he's layered Bucharest. Yep, that makes sense. I don't know. What do the chat think? I mean, Athens, yes, of course, it's an easy one to get to. You're not going to be caught by the hunters. CG's not an issue. You're on the coast. But going now to the ocean, by the time, because obviously, if he starts going back up the coast to try and get out, Seward's going to be there, Mina's there. Or do you? He may have gone 50, 49, 59. He hasn't wolf formed yet. So actually, he hasn't wolf formed. So that would make me think. So Varna.
Scott Soares here. Welcome.
Could be out now, maybe up in 38, and trying to just get out of there while they check it.
Yep.
I think the lack of no wolf form yet probably makes me think that he is just bunkering down in Athens and then getting ready to go to sea, especially without any Rufus. You may as well take advantage of that.
Ooh, wow,
Oh,
fog
nice
in
fog.
Constanta. Interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, he would have burnt that had the aristocratic mature. But that's a hefty card to mature to risk losing.
yeah. What would
I
you
mean, it's
say?
worked.
What would you say would be? What do you think Skybreaker was thinking with that fog? Because that's behind. Because the aristocratic was in 10 in Bucharest, and that's a little bit further on. Is it a
Yeah.
delay for 56 in Varna?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was just Hark being there now. Yeah, but it's just telling them where. Obviously, we knew they went to Varna. Mina now being on the rail, she can get to 56.
True.
There's still no hide, so he's done Varna, he's done Sophia. Sophia will either be Sophia and Hyde or a 46-35. If he goes to sea now, then obviously that answers our question.
Yeah.
If he's trying to circumnavigate them and go up the right, this is okay. This is good play. This is good play. So now hunters think, right, he can't be down in Athens because I think he've run out of locations. Maybe he's done Sophia 49-59, and he could be up in Europe and Germany, and he's got wolf form sitting ready to go.
Oh, yeah, or it could be a hide, I think, if I'm counting right. I could be counting wrong. This is why I need...
He should use a hide somewhere. I mean, Stewart hasn't used a wax cylinder, which makes you think he hasn't got one, because once you've got that kind of trail, you want to throw that out there. So he's taking advantage of that.
Strider has not yet night supplied Scott.
Okay, he's up there.
See how desperate he gets. He's been drawing a lot of events.
Right, so he's moving them in. Now this is yeah. I guess do it to 5th. That's okay.
Interesting,
The good thing with
Snuffleupagus.
this is-
Snuffleupagus is saying, one thing I want to do this tournament is get in the habit of not holding fog too long. Could you elaborate on that? Oh, he's already doing it. Because a fog that gets hit with behind the veil is useless, and if you time it right, you can get the fogs reshuffled into the encounter deck. Yeah, if you reshuffle the deck. And if it's not there, if you hold on to it for too long, it won't get reshuffled. So burning a fog early, I don't know. Maybe it's something you should consider adding to the tool belt.
I think now as well, because Godalming has been delayed for the 2, it does allow, because Drac's not gone to sea last one, it does allow him. You got one hunter out of the picture. It allows Dracula to get maybe that further move away. Then of course Mina's now dragged out where she has to check Varna, which all of a sudden opens up Baltica and Austro-Hungary a lot. There's a lot of space in there, albeit there's 3 hunters around. And yeah, you're right. That's the game with this is it's finding bodyguards. Okay, she's already got the rifle, so she'll be fine. Yeah, it's about when do you burn the cards that you've got? How do you use them? Because you can hold on to it and then never get to use it.
That's true.
Yep,
and Scott Sword is pointing out that fog is stronger now due to the changes to forewarned. So it's a bit of a balancing act.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. That is true. Right, so he's gone Sophia, but without a hide. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he could be in Athens now. If he goes to sea, then he's hidden in 46 or 55 or Athens as well.
Yep. Oh, it's another land move.
Oh.
So it was not Athens.
So this is interesting. Did he keep the layer of Right, so Bucharest was still a layer.
Community saves.
Mina was on 6. So
failing me again.
He didn't go to Belgrade. So that's interesting. Yeah, he didn't. Mina went from Belgrade to 56, so he didn't go Sophia Belgrade. So he has either maybe tried to sneak past them and gone up through Germany now, because that'd be great. I mean, he's still got the rule form, so if he's in Germany, yeah. I'd be tempted to check 59 with Stewart just to rule out.
Yep, here it is.
There
Look
we
at
go.
that. Wow.
Good move. Yep, good move. Again, unexpected because they never did that slight. And again, I guess the two local rumours were burnt by Van Helsing and Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to worry about evil presence, but as soon as that reveal went when Godalming left, then Mina's psychic bond is irrelevant. So he's obviously not got fast horse economy set up yet. So that's Zagreb. He could go Munich, 60, and I mean now, I would imagine a wolf form this turn from Drac just to get him another couple of spaces away
a little
from
further
the hunters.
away. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Skybreaker living the Drac dream here, starting in the east and actually managing to get past the cordon of the hunters around Vienna.
Yeah. And of course, the pain in the arse you've got now is that the hunters are searching small towns. So if they have to burn any items, they can't resupply easy enough. They've got to just deal with what they've got. You know, and all that area, you're 46, 55, 40, all those areas are small towns that you just cannot. If you can burn off some, you know, a mob. Oh, a dog's nice.
Dogs and steak.
Oh, and a steak. Oh, right, okay.
Sewer's ready to clear the trail.
And both did nothing. he chose the two cards that do nothing. The mob are just like they throw a bone for the dog, it runs away. They throw the steak into the water, and then they just start kicking the shit out of Seward. What are these primitive weapons you use? Dog, fetch.
That's even better. They throw the steak at the water, and the dog chases after it.
Oh, chases it. They watch the dog drift down river.
Oh.
Strider's luck.
Yep.
So 2 mobs, that's a good burn. That's fine. It's done some nice damage there.
Mm-hmm.
It also reveals it's doing dogs and steak.
Yep. Meanwhile, though, Strider is starting to get a clear grip on the trail, even though, as Scott Sword points out, Strider has a lot of work to do.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, Snuffleupagus Stewart is a lean, mean trail-killing machine, except versus mob.
I love that. Yeah. A bag full of passive tools that do nothing. Yeah. Okay.
It's like a zombie movie. The humans are the true enemies.
Yeah. Right, there's the hide in Sarajevo. Interesting. Hide in Sarajevo, okay. Obviously, you had to go there. I mean, you could have gone.
Very interesting.
Yeah, you had to. So that's been his plan. Even when he was in Sofia, his plan was to go up the coast because by then Godalming's moved away. Mm-hmm. Mina can't psychic bond. So I like that. He's had a plan in play that he's put in and he's stuck to it. He didn't try Valona and then see what happens. He obviously planned to go there. He also risked staying in Sarajevo an extra turn for the hide.
Yep.
Because he knew that Godalming would get delayed with Constanta. Mina's got to take care of Varna.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he's able to get through there. Yeah, it's encouraging to see.
And waiting in 49 sort of still gives him the option to go either way. So he could sort of take stock.
Absolutely. Yeah, he could, and wolf form would still be there. So as you say, yeah, he could wolf form down the coast to get away, or he could wolf form into Germany. A new vampire in Sarajevo. Okay.
Oh, there is an escape route.
That's a shame, yeah, because he knows. Now that, yeah, I mean, he had to go for the ambush because he knows Stuart's got a stake.
Ooh.
Nice.
Hide on the bats. Or bats on the hide. Oh, there's a forewarned. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, Stuart doesn't want to go on that ride.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Captain Gyro pointing out that with Seward's medical training, the damage from the mob is basically halved as long as he has the time to heal up.
Yeah, that's just such a pain.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting that Van Helsing didn't check Munich because obviously that's. I know he's obviously thinking he's gone 58, but I think Munich would have been the one to check. I guess now though he's ruled out that he's gone 44, but. Yeah, I suppose maybe it's 6.5.
Worth checking anyway.
So this will be all this. So this will be the stakes. So that's 3 stakes that have now been abandoned.
Yep, but that one did its job. That one killed a full health new vampire. That's my favorite kind of steak.
Oh yeah, yeah. And to be fair, the other one did the same for aristocratic without delaying good arming. So yeah, they were both optimized.
Yep.
In fact, I want to. Oh, that's all steaks gone. 4, right? Okay. So yeah, that's them all gone. Although the deck's going to reset.
Good question, Snuffleupagus. Was it worth using the Forewarned against that Bats with Seward? Snuff is saying yes, it's worth it.
I would say, I guess so, because that would have burnt the trail, which would have given him back his hide. Zagreb, and then wherever he went would have been burnt. But Van Helsing, we've already established that he's now gone to Munich because Van Helsing ruled out 58. It's only 3 points on a new vampire, so yeah, maybe. But then again, what else was he going to do? I mean, a fog's already been used, so I wouldn't.
Misdirect, interesting.
Do you know what would be ballsy? If he's misdirected Budapest and he's now going back into Baltica.
Oh yeah, that would be that would be some real mastermind level moves.
Oh, that would be pretty. Because now you'd assume the hunters must think, right, okay, he hasn't gone that. He must have gone Munich. Yeah, I'd be tempted to check. I'd be tempted to check Klausenberg just in case before I leave. Oh no, he's gone past 11. Well,
sounds like, by the way, if anyone's watching this and feels like, this game is boring, I don't like these commentators, it sounds like there might be another game starting up in about half an hour. I'm sure there will be links in the Fury of Dracula Discord for those who are interested.
I mean, I can't imagine anybody's of that thought process. I mean, they've got you and I commentating. I mean, what else do they need?
Oh, well, clearly. I mean, there's no competition. Why would you want to listen to people who might have a better idea of what they're commentating on? Exactly. Speaking for myself, I mean, for my own part, I feel like the ignorance is a draw, right? I ask the questions so that other people can answer them, and that prompts things that people might not otherwise catch, right?
And that's the sign of a good YouTuber.
Yes, the secret is ignorance.
Yeah, they don't want to hear you talking at them. They want to be involved in the conversation.
Oh, I guess that's true.
There's a trade. So, okay, he didn't check 28. So if this move was done, if he did do an 11-28 and now he's back in Baltica, it'd be risky with, again, Mina, knowing Mina's got hypnosis. That'd be a risky move. I assume he did just do a 38. Maybe he didn't have a decent card there. Yeah.
Thanks, Captain Gyro. I briefly muted the audio on stream without thinking because I went to react in the chat.
I wonder. See, this could be good. He's only layered Bucharest, which normally means that, you think if you were doing that, you'd normally layer Constanta, Varna, just to get rid of stuff in the card. However, with this prompt that basically tells the hunters and leads them by hand. Now remember, Dracula's changed his layers. Remember, have a look. He hasn't got that worry now that people go, oh, hang on, he changed Constanta. Maybe he's gone back in. He can't go back in without revealing that he's done that. So maybe he's been brainiacing this from the start and he has gone back east.
Maybe. Do we still have Jonathan Harker? Yeah, he may prove worth his weight in gold soon.
Right, so he's got the fast horses back up. If Godalming will okay. So he's going. Oh, Dracula. I had a great strategy planned out for you. You were going to be a hero, and look at how clever he's gone, and you just. Fair enough. Oh well.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you don't need to make the genius move. You just need to stay at it. Ooh, newspaper. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh man, how quick this game flips. You went from the looming dread of, you know, countless possibilities, the double back, the fear of anything that could happen. And suddenly we've got 2 spaces flipped, and it's looking a lot better for the hunters.
Oh yeah. And look at their location now. They're all those that haven't got horse races are on the rail. 3 out of the 4 have already got the horse race there, so they can. It looks like they've got their economy in play. Yeah, it's all a bit. Although Wolfform's never been used, so that is still in Drax's pocket.
Yep, that's true. So Drax still does have that extra boost of speed if need be.
So yeah, that's okay.
Who was it who was using the no wolf form approach? I feel like someone, maybe it was Wormtalon, was using a no wolf form approach for a long time in one of the tournaments. Maybe the New Blood. I thought that was super interesting.
Oh right, okay.
Seems to be working out pretty well so far for Skybreaker. Go ahead.
Yeah, did Wormtalon give a reason for? Was it somebody just wanted to try, or was it a reason that he didn't want to, or he wasn't using it, or?
I don't really know. I don't think anyone interviewed them, but I know that there were several games where it was just regular move, regular move, regular move, regular move, even when you would expect a wolf form, and it seemed to work out pretty well. I think you get the benefit of a longer trail that way, and you've always got that wolf form in your back pocket. Although it's one of those things where if you don't use it, then what's the use of having it in your back pocket? You can easily get into a situation where wolf form doesn't help you as much as it should, or as much as you expect it will.
Yeah. I guess the option you've got there is if you have got the risk of a hunter close to Drac and he finds him, you've then got the benefit of if you can get Escape as Bat played off, then you can play your wolf form, and then you can be 4 locations away.
That's true. Yeah, that's scary.
Because there's nothing worse when you play wolf form and then you're found and you're like, right, now I'm struggling for 5 days because they know where I am. I've only got limited movement. So I can see the benefit of that. It just depends. Yeah, there's always that temptation of if the hunters are around you, wolf form away, but then it kind of lets the hunters know that we must be close. So maybe, using the 1 or 2. Mr. Green used to be, or is actually great at doing that. He'll quite happily sit in cities surrounded by hunters, and he'll manage to get out. He's got that calm, sort of, well, I'm not going to jump yet, because why would I?
Oh, there it is.
So,
moving to C.
Okay. Yep.
Interesting.
Or you keep your wolf form for when you land from the ocean and it keeps you safe from CG getting played, so that could be a...
Yep. I will admit, I saw the damage and thought, oh, it's wolf form, and then I saw a C space appear and was like, moving to C. All this talk had me primed to think of wolf form. Yeah, Captain Gyro, he could be making for Scotland. He's going to go visit Rossco.
Yeah, I'll have a look at my window, see if I can see him. I'll happily hide him from the hunters. Everyone knows I'm a Drac fan.
Oh, yeah. Free room and board
together. Yeah. Yeah, you've got horse economy set up now. That's always dangerous.
Although it can't be perfect. Mina's only got 1 ticket.
Yes, true. I think it's Drac now because again there is no Rufus. You've got to go 2 oceans here because obviously it'll be evident where you've gone, and wolf forming into Manchester is a risk because of CG. If you go 2 oceans, you can either then wolf form into 47 and get outbeat it, especially where the hunters are. They're far, they're all now clustered up there, which is good. There's still a trail. Nuremberg's not been dealt with. There's no stake. So if it is a Viking Famp in Nuremberg, then he's got to deal with that.
Would you consider letting that mature, even though it's a rumor, to clear the rest of the trail before the sea and just cut your losses?
Yeah.
He's on 0 points right now.
Yeah, that's... I guess it, yeah. I mean, well, the thing is, the hunters have to deal with this, or it will. And then, you're right. Yeah, I mean, you put a saboteur down, fine. You don't mind burning that. They know what ocean you've gone from, so it's not as if it would benefit from not knowing where you've left. You get 7 points if that's the case, or 6 accordingly. And yeah, it puts the pressure on the hunters when you've got points on the board.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could be right. Yeah, I think you could be right because they know where the trail's going to go. So.
Oh well, now they really know. I guess maybe you don't want to give Drac Hide back. Oh, Scott Sword, apparently everyone's been hearing these Discord pings that I thought had been secretly hidden away in my headphones. Let's see if I can get this worked out. It might be too much for me, though. This is why you're not hearing any audio at the moment, is because I'm out of the window of Fury of Dracula.
Ah.
Okay. Let's see. Voice and video. Sorry, everybody. What is this? Okay, I do not understand this, and so I am just going to ignore it and apologize for the time being. I will figure this out for another stream. I am, I apologize, but I cannot fix this live.
What is the issue? What are they saying is the problem?
So I'm getting notifications on Discord about the other game that's happening, and everyone else is hearing them on the stream.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, like the notification sound that you got something right.
The little ping sound. Yeah, it's super annoying. I apologize, but I feel like it would compromise the integrity of the stream more for me to fix it right now than to just let them play.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. Ignore the ping, guys. We'll just talk longer and louder without any breaks so that we can drown out the ping.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just do a wall of sound so that it's all one, you know? You're just constantly simulated as opposed to having the annoyance of the interruption.
That's right, Rook. This is one channel we're talking about. Now, continue side.com. Oh,
Whoa,
that's a shame.
What a move.
Heavily took out straight away.
Yeah. I feel like it's always risky to play plotting with a Reckless because they have so few HP.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's successfully plotted, but the HH just killed it.
That's it. Unless the Reckless had a really bad hand that plotting was to try and get a good card.
Yeah, that's also possible.
And you don't expect the hunter to play. You don't expect the hunter to play a Triple H in the first, a Double H in the first one in case of fangs. But yeah, that might be the case. You just don't know what. That's the other thing about it is you don't know what hand that the vampires are getting, which is where the hunters have a benefit in combat. They know what they're walking into.
That's
albeit
true.
Dracula can now sort of identify who's got what weapons. But
yeah, he's saying, "Wish I had fangs."
Wish I had fangs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, he's dealt with it.
Is now there. Yeah, he has. Yeah.
So it's cost him a Heavenly Host, but he might not have CG, and Hyde is going to stay on the trail longer. So.
Well, he better hope he hasn't got CG because Drax landed one space, so he's either in Edinburgh or he's in Amsterdam. Well, that's risky.
Ah, yeah, good point.
So you're banking on him. I mean, he has burnt a Heavenly Host, which again would make you think maybe he's not got CG.
Mm-hmm.
But not use it. I mean, yeah, he couldn't rule form.
Yeah, particularly as you point out, if he did have Consecrated Ground and just got rid of a Heavenly Host, then with the two possible locations, then yeah, that's extremely risky.
Saying that, yeah, I mean, I guess so. If he's seen that, you only need CG in one Heavenly Host to then damage Drac and force him back to sea.
Yeah, that is true.
Block Manchester, and that's it. But okay, so still no wolf form at all from Skybreaker. I wonder, is he going to? I mean, maybe he's just assuming he hasn't got it.
Yeah, I mean, we know he's in Britannica, so wolf form might not be looking as attractive. Saving it for
Or
when he finishes another sea voyage. Go ahead.
no, I was just thinking. Welcome back to another fever dream journey with Rossco. Maybe he's done in Amsterdam. He leaves from there.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it could
No,
be.
that would just be completely ludicrous. I'm just imagining. But imagine if he did that, because the hunters are going to pass you to get to the UK. That would be crazy doing Amsterdam. But if they don't check it, you can wolf on past them. But no, I think he's doing just the straightforward, fill the trail in the UK. The hunters will take a while to get there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you'd be one of those kind of. If you're paranoid, you'd be checking Amsterdam just in case he did land there.
That's true. Oh, look, he's doing it. Look at that. Good
And
check, Strider.
Strider's paranoid.
Good check. Yeah, good thing.
And
I'm being reminded by Jordy that in the New Blood tournament, he played against Strider and was in Edinburgh, and Strider just played CG in Manchester to form what he called the CG Hotel.
Yeah.
Where he just knew where Drac was going to be forced to stay for a while, got his ducks in a row, and then went in.
Okay, here come the dogs again.
Ah, the dogs got the spy that time.
That's it. And bats, no forewarned, so he's going to get pushed back.
Yeah, that one's...
stick him into saboteur.
That one's less important. I think I'm agreeing with Snuff retroactively from a long time ago, where back in Sarajevo, using that forewarned on the bats to stake the vampire, as opposed to using a forewarned on this bats, the vampire kill was definitely more significant than this one, since Hamburg's already been dealt with.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's the case. And again, Stuart's not going to get pushed back into anything detrimental. It's only going to be a saboteur.
Mm-hmm.
So... Okay, so he's... okay.
Positioning on the coast.
Yeah.
And it puts Mina on a strong rail line, it looks like.
Yep. Yep. Wait if Dracula choose where to move Dr. John. Well, yeah, you've already got there.
Yep, here come the bats. As they famously lift people up and fly them to other cities.
Yeah.
Someone was saying on the Nomad Discord that they had a reasonable explanation for why bats move you like that, but I don't remember what it was. I just remember the crazy image of a swarm of bats appearing and lifting up a hunter and just bodily carrying them.
Oh. Well, I guess the bats are imbued with the control of Dracula, so maybe they're not just your usual, they're not going to be pipistrelle, they're going to be vampire bats, which are going to be, slightly stronger on there. So maybe a swarm of them is enough.
Yeah, maybe.
To lift the hunter. I mean, and usually in movies you see that, they come lift them away and that's it, so...
Oh, interesting place of that roadblock.
Yeah, I'd be tempted to just layer that and throw someone else down. Because I mean, you can't get back to that. Yeah, because in reality, if a swarm of bats came out, it would just be like a scene from Batman where he just stands up and becomes Batman. So all of a sudden, it's like you can risk. It could be the origins of an anti-hero, but.
Yeah, Dracula is secretly the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
The hero we
deserve.
Could
be behind that mask. I think it was the Darkness Batman Returns game for the Mega Drive or Genesis, you guys, for Americans, where you had that option. One of Batman's special moves was the Bat Swarm, and that was great. That came out of his cape and just took an opponent away. So
nice.
Yeah, it's always good to see that. Yeah, because I say, what else the bats going to do? Just swarm around you and give you rabies, so you slowly die over the rest of the game.
Yeah.
You've got to team up with Seward to get your injection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
And then, I suppose the good thing is there won't be any sea travel, so that rules that out.
True. I seem to recall bats like they're like when they grip onto something, it's not like they're actually using their strength to grip. They use their strength to release. I think I've heard that somewhere. And if that's true, you know, you get enough of them just to automatically grip you. Maybe they could take you somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure it's not actually practical at all. I'm sure. But it is funny to think about.
Well, I remember an episode of Mythbusters was how many helium balloons it would take to lift a fully grown man.
Oh, really? Oh, that sounds super interesting.
And it was a hell of a lot more than I thought. You know, I'm thinking of things like, well, in Up, they lift a house, so they must be really strong.
Oh, sure.
But it was ridiculous amount of balloons for the weight it was. The weight distribution to the height was just ridiculous.
Wow. Wasn't there a guy who like actually got himself to float on a lawn chair with balloons? And he had like a gun. He was gonna like shoot the balloons down to bring himself down slowly. I feel like I remember hearing
When he
about
got
that.
to
What? Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, are you there, Rook?
Yeah, I might have lost you for a second. Can you still hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, you broke off a little bit there.
Uh-oh.
You were teasing me with the lawn chair story and the gun, and then you broke off.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that the balloons, some guy attached a bunch of balloons to a lawn chair and like actually flew up into the sky, and he had a gun with him that he was using to shoot to pop the balloons and then slowly lower himself down.
Yeah. Huh.
I seem to recall reading that actually happened, but at this point, the haze of mismatched information that is my memory is unreliable, so take that with as many grains of salt as you please.
So, where do we think? We're in Thursday of the final week. There are no points on the board for Dracula. He has got a trail in the UK now. The Hunters are out of place, unless there's a renewed vigour kicking around. Drac's going to have to get off there.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a strong position for Hunters or a strong position for Drac? What does the community think?
That's a good question.
Because the danger you've got, a hoax. A hoax or a rumour. Oh, I like it.
Yeah, I like that rumor. I didn't say it at the time, but I like that rumor because it really incentivized sending at least one person to Britannica. And that way, because otherwise it's too easy to potentially write off, and you're slowing them down even more that way.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's tough to get off of Britannica, and Godalming alone might be able to slowly deal with that trail. So if the Hunters are really ready to intercept, if they have a lot of movement cards left, then this could still be the Hunter's game.
Yeah.
We haven't
I'm
seen
going back
any
to the point
renewed vigors yet.
No. Going back to the point you and Snuff made, dealing with that new vampire in Sarajevo, I think where it was, that 6 points would make a whole lot of difference now for Drac. You'd rather have that coming into the final week, because then you've got less locations to get to. Now you've got a long way to go, even after Monday kicks in.
Yep.
You've still got 5 days to try and get and it's a difficult. Yeah, you're then just like running. You can find out where he is and then jump.
Oh, you're cutting in and out again. Do you want to try leaving and rejoining the call? Hello, hello? Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, we seem to have lost Rossco for the time being. Let's see, I've been neglecting my duty, checking the discard piles here. So allow me
Hello.
Oh, hello, you're back. Thank goodness.
I heard you say rejoin, then you disconnected, and then I was chatting, and then you said we've lost Rossco, so I've just rejoined.
Oh, thank goodness. Well, What
I
a
know,
mess.
God
Why?
forbid.
Why are my live streams always such a mess?
It's live, baby. Anything can happen.
That's it's a selling point. It's a feature, really. It's you got to be here live because some of them work okay and most others do not, and you never know what you're gonna get.
And I mean, the audience have put up with us this long. They don't want to then get to the finale of the exciting finish, and they don't have us to talk them through it.
Of course. That's right. They're not going to abandon us now. We'll be relying purely on the sunk cost fallacy.
Right, so Mina's going to jump in to help Godalming. Okay, there's 4 locations.
Yep. This is.
There's not an achievement for not using rule form, is it? Is that why he's going for...
Yeah, maybe.
I feel that if there is, Strider would have had it.
But yeah, I did want to acknowledge that I think you're probably right that Strider was smart to clear that rumor before. Totally changes the situation as it stands now.
Yeah. I guess what you want to try... I mean, really almost you're at the point where a hunter death is what you want to give you 4 points.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's going to see that.
Yeah,
So
that's the thing, is he's going to have to leave Britannica at this point. I mean, maybe he's going to Ireland?
I think it's... Yeah, you're too soon in the week, though, or you're too far away for your fury kicking in that you go to Ireland, you're still in the same position in 1 day's time when you go to another city.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because even if it goes to Sunday, you're landing and you've still got time to burn.
Yeah. Yeah, if he left now and landing was Monday, then you've got the hide you can use to get 3 points. You can move to get 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if he lands now, he's still got another night and day of nothing happening. Well, 2 nights and day, nothing happening. So.
Yep.
I guess now you probably just want to
rely
get
on
away
some
from
distance and obfuscation. Yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
There's behind the
there's
veil.
a fog.
Mm-hmm.
There's the fog on.
Yep. And
He's got 2 aristocratic. Oh dear, that's not.
This is reminding me of what we were talking about earlier with Snuffleupagus with the fogs, right? We're talking about the possibility of getting them back. Now they're both in the discard pile. Dracula still has 4 encounters to draw, and he's currently in the ocean. So that's not going to be super easy.
Yeah. There's 3.
That's true. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong.
And if he's got the Heavenly Host, you burn this. I'd imagine he would. Yes, he has.
Stop that healing.
There's no health back. No. So you know he's got a reckless, although that's after he's laid these ones down. So he could have laid down a couple of new vampires, perhaps. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tight position here. Tough position for Drac.
Yeah, and it looks like Mina's in London and there's no encounter there, so it must be a hide on either Swansea or Liverpool.
Yeah.
And he has gone via the Irish Sea in that case.
Correct. Yes. Yep. Oh. This has been a relatively easy trek for the hunters. They've never had a point where they've not really known where he is. The 38 and 58 thing kind of ruled out that he'd gone. Nuremberg revealed, obviously, ruled out he went that way instead of east. So and they've been on his trail ever since. So
yeah, well, Jonathan Harker, I think, has done some work here.
Yeah. Yes, you're right. You're right. And going to the Irish Sea again is a bit of a pain because you know that you can only go to the North Atlantic now.
Mm-hmm.
He could go English Channel back to the North Sea and try and rule form back into Germany with them thinking that he's gone all the way down to the Med.
That's true.
But again, hypnosis is there, so all he's got
Yeah.
to do is double up Mina with Godalming, and
Yeah, he's been holding on to
you'll find it later.
hypnosis, and it's about to become active again with both of them in Britannica.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Liverpool. So it's a hide in Swansea.
So he's done that.
That's relevant because that's a small city, as I learned to my detriment in our recent game against Scotsword.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yes, it was Scotsword we played, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to supply an item in 52 here, Swansea,
That's
and
right.
that did not work. I got an event and was like, oh dear. And then Scotsword ran into me with bodyguards to assassinate. Poor Van Helsing just got eviscerated because he had nothing. Oh, it was amazing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we went for the fight in London. That's right. And Van Helsing, Gaddafi was there with his privilege and his fancy mustache, and that was pretty much it. Yeah.
Well, no, he was really just a stand-in for Lucy. He just stood around, keeping Drac in the fight. That's basically what he was there for.
That's true.
Ooh, Godalming tossing those tickets. Hopefully, there's no white one that got lost there.
Although the thing is, which is why I've not participated in this tournament, being your partner in that game, Aruk, I didn't even remember the 52 was a small. I'm like, yes, Swansea's big city. Just supply, you'll be fine. Oh. So you'd be better off with just your shadow to help you.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know if I'd have even gotten that far without you.
Mind you, we weren't. It wasn't. Yeah, the battle at the end wasn't too bad because we managed to get heavily hose paid off. I got a couple of knives. I just played the wrong knife at the end against Brent,
yeah.
So...
If we'd played the combat hand in the opposite order, we would have won. So it was still close.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd always like the thought of Scott Sword on the other side of the camera there. He gets stressed out before the combat kicks in, so it's always good just to imagine him.
Yeah.
What does he do next?
Well, imagine me too. I also get super stressed out. I guess you didn't have to imagine me. I was on a voice call, so I could just tell you, boy, I'm so stressed. Combat's coming.
Yeah. I know. Oh my god! What's going to happen next? Oh, I'll throw away all my weapons, and that way I've only got 3 cards to worry about.
Yeah, that's right. Easier to manage.
So you just hear this clapping behind. I look behind, and Godalming drops his rifle knife and runs away. You're like, right, okay, so fine, I'll do this.
Third sea move, that makes sense, because now it could be English Channel or South Atlantic.
Yeah.
Starting to get some obfuscation going. Go ahead.
Has he layered anything in the UK? Manchester's been layered. Okay, Speedy Telegraph. Irish.
Is he gonna... No, I was gonna ask if he was gonna move to Mina and then Hypnosis, but that doesn't make any sense. He's still in the ocean.
Yeah. So, chat, do you think he's gone South Atlantic or has he gone North Sea?
Oh, we're about to find out.
Right, that's why Speedy Telegraph. That's good play. Okay.
South Atlantic.
South Atlantic.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah,
It looks like Strider's finally getting it.
Yeah. I always like to ask when Speedy Telegraph comes into play, what was that for? Sometimes it's sadly for nothing. Other times it's for something, and that time it was for something. That was well done. Yeah, Hunters look like they're in a strong position here, even though Dracula's about to start accumulating points.
I guess Godalming then moved to Mina regardless. So, I mean, he probably didn't have to check Money Trail with Speedy Telegraph because Stewart would have checked it now. So, I think it was on Stewart. So he could have just waited for Stewart's turn.
I guess that's true.
And then kept Speedy Telegraph for another time, maybe?
A more powerful combo.
But
he's
found him anyway. Yeah. Right, so Swansea's still to get dealt with. That's fine. He hasn't ambushed with that. But after that, there's no trail. He's taken damage.
Oh, and it's rats.
We already know rats. Why does it have to be rats? And we've already seen a great strength from one of the hunters, so we know that if Drax in a fight with them, they've got that great strength in their pocket to save again. So this is going to be difficult
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be a real challenge.
Been done before, though. It's been done before. Okay,
Oh.
hired scouts, that's fine. Burn that now, that's good.
Just waste some of that
For
money.
Drac. Yeah. Yes, it's weighing me down.
Yeah. Godalming, I met up with Godalming a while ago, and I don't need all this cash. Better hire some scouts. That's helpful, right? Didn't you get my speedy telegraph? We don't need that.
I'm a man of privilege. Be quiet.
Yeah, I like.
So now it's Monday.
I like imagining Van Helsing at the telegraph wire all the time, because he's always sitting back and arranging trades. It's just like, okay,
yeah.
Now I need you to send this through the post over to here, and you to go over here.
Yeah. Yeah. Van Helsing, stop. Move things away. Stop.
Yeah. Follow the money. Stop.
So now, yeah, stop. Dot talking to me. Stop. So now I'd be tempted to land Dracula because he's got to start getting points now. You've got to land somewhere now. You've got wolf form. You want to hide. 2 hunters are stuck on the UK. If you get to, you know, I'd be tempted to perhaps wolf form or land somewhere because on an ocean, you're going to be in the Mediterranean.
Yeah, and you want to maximize the time that you're on land. Oh, and Scott Sword, Scott Sword's pointing out that he did make 2 hunters waste a turn searching just rats. So there is that.
Yep.
And there's the wolf form. The elusive Dracula transformation.
Yeah, that's good use. And a rumor token, throw that down, why not?
Mm-hmm. Makes a lot of sense.
So now we'll see if, I mean, if there is a renewed vigor, surprising return.
Surprising return.
Right. What does he do? Search Madrid, search Cadiz.
Madrid
is not. Okay.
Okay.
You've got to assume Drac wouldn't jump to 48 because it's on the rail for Stewart, can get there in the next move.
Oh, another speedy telegraph.
Speedy telegraph.
Is this for hypnosis?
I mean, he could do hypnosis, but I mean, you're only going to, if he's South Atlantic, you can only wolf form to 8, or you're going to be in Spain. So Iberia. So you may as well. I'd be risk. You know, all right, it's going to show it, but all Stu's got to do is move to Bordeaux, and it'll rule that out.
That's true.
It's the problem with the oceans is you're limited when you get to South Atlantic.
Yeah, the oceans are a little bit tricky to deal with. Though Scott Sword's pointing out, Seward could always rail straight past. Oh, and there he goes.
If he wasn't going to check it. Yeah. Will he check 48? Okay.
Yeah. Check Saragossa. So it could be a sneaky move into Bordeaux. Oh, there goes one of Strider's signature items. Crucifix.
Does that hurt him? Does that hurt him?
Sometimes.
When is North Atlantic? Oh yeah, no, you can't even. No, I mean Bordeaux is going to be very. You've got 2 hunters that are going to be jumping over from English Channel soon. I guess if you did do Bordeaux, you could have to then really. Oh, night supplies. Okay.
Interesting.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, that's big. That just ruled out Bordeaux.
No, because you can't get to Bordeaux by road from 48, so it wouldn't trigger it.
Oh, okay, good catch. Oh, and a hired scouts.
Scouts will.
Yeah. Good catch. Yeah, I'm terrible. I'm terrible at road connections. Yeah, he has ruled out Bordeaux. Bordeaux and Cadiz.
Yeah. So, and Drac wasn't in Madrid, so he could only be in Santander or Lisbon.
Yep.
He hasn't got Hyde. He's going to have to move next round. But again, moving's fine. It's giving him points. So yeah, he must have. Yeah, he's rule formed. Well, he could be in 26 in Granada and rule form from Cadiz to Granada, which again, you've got to assume the Hunters may have CG. He's obviously playing the fact they haven't got it.
Yep.
Maybe hoping Stewart goes to 31. He can then go to Madrid, maybe back to 1 again, and he frees up the Mediterranean. That'll give him 9 points. So, yeah, it's still possible.
Mm-hmm.
And the night has passed, so if he is in Granada, he's got away with it because he can move to Alicante now.
Yep. Yeah, normally Granada's a risky move because it's a... I think that's one of the CG kill spots. Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, between the two coasts and stuck there, that's you. Yeah. What's he done with layers? Has he put anything? So he's layered up all the UK, so he's got rid of cards for that. His deck has reset, so he could have another fog sitting there.
Yep. I see, yes, Chad is behind, catching up on my mistakes.
What are they saying? I'm not
they're just correcting me that, as you did, that 8 is not connected to 48 by road.
Ah, right, okay. Right.
And reminding us of the possibility of Granada.
Yeah, they're just...
Oh, here we go.
There's the RV. Now, unless he's got excellent weather on the 2 Hunters in the UK, he's only going to get a supply and move with them. So there's worst cases in RV, unless he's doubled up on RV.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, he's been supplying. He's done a good move of supplying and also moving. Hired scouts again. Fuck off.
It was Granada. Look at that.
Yeah.
What a
risky move, but paid there.
Yep.
And then he throws a fog in Alicante. Suez uses forewarn, so that'll block him.
If he's got a fog, because both of them got burned.
Yeah, but they're reset now to the deck.
He could have one. How many cards are there in Dracula's encounter in hand? Oh, we found him in Madrid.
Oh, we went Madrid. Okay.
New vampire.
All right, that's fine.
Okay.
Do some damage with this. There's no cards in play. I think Stewart was the... Oh, I can't remember now. Who was revealed that had great strength? Although it doesn't matter. Great strength can be used on any hunter, so that's
anybody.
Fine.
Yep.
So, yeah. He won't die, but you want to try and get him down a good bit of health in the fight tonight.
Yeah, I think
Draxon...
it makes sense. The new vampire wants to do damage. I think Stewart just wants to escape. Okay, so dodge.
So a strengthful opening makes you think that he doesn't have much in his hand. Hopefully that's cleared it. The good news is he burnt Sister Agatha with a surprising return.
True. Claws? Oh, there's the escape.
Yeah.
Okay. Got a little bit of damage on Seward.
So that's 7. Let's hope there's no heroic leap.
We'll find out. What's Dracula's health right now? 8. So heroic leap isn't the game.
8, yeah.
But it would definitely be
so
helpful to avoid the combat.
Sue's discarding a stake. Right, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. He's also not bothered with the new vampire being there, which makes you think that...
Yeah, by the time that thing matures, it's going to be pointless. He'll have won by movement.
Pointless. Very good pun. Stake.
Oh,
pointless.
Yeah.
Very good.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah. Ooh, it's a chartered carriage. Van Helsing booking it.
Here comes the old man with some wise words.
That's right. He's had enough of that telegraph machine.
Yeah. Is that the machine or my tinnitus? Well, it's not the worst case scenario for RV. He's only had 2 hunters of movement, and Godalming is now stuck in the ocean, and Mina's done a search and move, so...
Yeah, Scott's pointing out
second one.
escape as bat would be massive here for accelerating points, because each bat movement counts for the fury increasing. Oh!
He does. And you know why Scott Shaw's raised that? Because in our match, in our tournament, Scott Shaw, you'll like this one, and it's also in his video, there's the game I won against him when I escaped his bat, and he didn't realise I get points, and it's a great clip. He's like, fuck! Of course he gets points. Oh, fuck!
You taught him
It's
a harsh lesson.
Part. So yeah, he will remember that going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that though.
Garlic, that was brilliant, yeah.
Garlic wreath and what was the I already missed it. Agatha's back.
Aggie's back.
Yep.
Top tier.
Top tier.
Especially, if you've got claws as Drac, try and...
Especially in a 1v1. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, what are your combat objectives here? I think Scott Sword's made the case effectively, thanks to Rossco and his lessons. That escape is bat's a strong priority. But Agatha is going to somewhat disincentivize that.
Yeah. Okay, so he's got pistol out the way with Mesmerize. And that's a good play for Stewart, because you'd expect Drac to play claws if he had it, to try and get rid of Wreath. So that would have countered it.
Mm-hmm.
Strength is good, unless it's heavily host.
Playing defensive. Okay. Oh, another pistol.
One pistol. That's good. One pistol down.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got fast horses. He discarded his stake, so he picked up someone else in Madrid. So he had 2 pistols, so he's down by 1. Yeah, Drac's to watch now. Claws would be... Ooh.
Ooh, it's an escape.
All right.
Nice.
Well, that could have been worse for Drac.
Yeah, that could have been worse for Drac. That could have been worse for Hunters, too.
See, I don't know. I'd have been tempted. I mean, he could have played his second pistol then. He would have blocked that and got 2 damage on Drac.
Yeah, but
he's got his Wreath sitting there. He's got great... He's also got great strength. So he could have done a lot more damage on Drac before.
I think he's fearing the escape is bat. I think Scottsor is right. No anti-escape is bat item. So he just escapes before that's a relevant possibility.
Yeah. I mean, Drac would take 2 damage.
Keep him having to move.
His wolf form's been used.
That's true.
And then you got 2 hunters landing in 29, so he can only have... Yeah, I suppose getting out of it first does remove that.
And if you can track him down
doesn't want to stay
and get Van Helsing in with Seward... Oh, it's coming right down to it. Are they going to be able to pinpoint Dracula here? Long night. Oh, we're seeing some desperate moves here.
Long night.
Long night. Maybe long night will actually be useful for once. I don't think I've seen it happen yet.
Well, the problem is... No. And even if you find Dracula a long night, you can't have combat with him. So all you're doing is risking giving Dracula cards. A Darkness Returns or Unearthly Swiftness would be lovely for him.
True. Yeah. That would just win the game. Yeah, this is nerve-wracking. This is really intense.
Discarding the stake. Okay. So we'd have to assume that he's gone to Alicante. The South Atlantic is blocked off for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then he can go to the sea for another couple of turns and then try and land. Yeah, this is long. This is Thursday into the final week, so it's a long game. It's come. No points until this final week either.
Yeah. Yeah, Striders did a good job of staying on that trail, but it's still come right down to it.
Well, that's it. You know, he can stay on the trail, but the fact is, as long as the dead man walking, you're, he's going to win the game. You got to take him out.
Yeah.
And Stewart running from that. Oh, okay. Stewart running from that match kind of lets you see that he hasn't got enough on him that he wants.
Scott Sword, is the new blood champ gonna fall at the first hurdle?
Come on, give Drac a card. Give Drac a card. Come on.
There it is.
Come on, Unearthly Swiftness. Darkness Returns. Game over.
Oh, we're gonna find out.
I mean, I'm happily admitting I'm biased because Drac doesn't get enough love.
Yeah, well, I've commentated with you before. I should have put at the start to expect some Dracula bias in the commentary because we got Rossco here.
Yeah. The only one standing, flying a flag for Drac is like, he's just misunderstood.
Clearly.
Is it GG?
Yeah, he's asking because if it's the right event, it is. There's the one move.
More
Are we going to
move.
see another?
So Drac's not gone to sea from Madrid.
Hidden
schemes. I like that.
So it's not an insta-win, but it is more protection. Oh, he put it on Madrid. Huh.
I mean, even if he went back to Cadiz, I mean, CG could still be played this hand and it's game over because he can't get to the ocean, he can't escape.
Yeah, Scott Sword is guessing it's a hide in Alicante.
I would say so. It still keeps him. Yeah, it still keeps the med safe to go to if he has to. Then he's only got to land once, and that's it.
And there he is.
Is that a fog? Is that a fog because forewarned's gone?
Yeah, he might have gotten the fog back. Oh, there's a bodyguards on the hide.
Well, he's got a pistol, so we know he's still got one.
Oh,
He'll
thanks.
take 2 damage.
Thanks, Scott Sword. I just don't know how the cards work. Hidden Schemes is only on the 3rd space.
Well, yeah. Where did you think Hidden Schemes was getting put?
Oh, I was surprised to see it on Madrid. That's all. I was like,
I see.
Why would you put that on yourself? Oh, a forewarned for the bodyguards. And there's the fog. Incredible.
Game over. That's it. GG.
Incredible.
Wow.
Wow. What an ending.
And Strider's going to have to throw out that homemade trophy that you had.
Well,
and,
no, the trophy is still good. He still won the New Blood tournament. It's just that Skybreaker is now really on the map.
I meant the trophy you had for this. Winning the first match
for this one. Yeah, that's right.
Makes one
I forgot. He was going to make one for this one.
Yeah, every match he plays, he makes a trophy.
There you go. Oh, what a game.
Oh, actually, right. So he's thinking, okay, so yeah, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you can misdirect Madrid. Granada's a rule form, so he can't misdirect Granada. But then he just moves to 48, and that's it, game over, so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 4-1 the wrong thing. Not necessarily. I think Drac baited him correctly.
Yeah, I mean, if he'd known, right, he would have forewarned the fog and taken the damage just for a shot at killing Drac. But he didn't know, and there was always that chance, right? I mean, he ended up recycling that fog. I did the check-in partway through the stream and was like, maybe it wasn't the best idea to throw down those fogs so early in hope of getting them back. But they came back, and it ended up winning him the game. So that's well played. That's all I can say.
And the thing was, the bodyguard, Stewart still had pistols, so it wouldn't have mattered. He wouldn't have delayed. Then he could have forewarned the fog.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, it was a gamble that the second item was not going to be fog.
Yeah. Game GG. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
what a opening game to the tournament.
The New Blood tournament, not the New Blood tournament. The New Blood tournament is over. The League of Dracula has begun with a bang. Worst supplied game of all time. Well, he got a lot of them. I'll be interested to see Strider's perspective back later. he certainly got through a lot of the deck. But yeah, I don't think there's much left for me to say at this point, except thank you all for joining us for this epic struggle, the opening game of the 2024 League of Dracula. Hopefully Strider can come back and show us some more amazing games. And hopefully Skybreaker can, continue to perform at the top of his game. And we'll get some excellent things to spectate. It's been a pleasure so far. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Well, I don't know if you can hear